Voice might be a little bit low. I'll check that later. How did Ace die, sir?
Ace had been trying to locate a faint radio signal, which has lately been giving us cause for concern. We gave him 3 repeater units and sent him to hook them up to 3 remote radio towers. This would have allowed us to get a fix on the signal. But sadly, Ace was murdered by unknown assailants right after hooking up the first tower, and his logbook and the last 2 repeater units were stolen.
You think the logbook was stolen?
Don't know, but it wasn't on Ace's person when he was found. Look for it. It might have some clues as to his death.
Where are these radio towers?
I'll give you the locations of the towers once you have the repeaters in hand. More important to find them first. The voice on those broadcasts disturbed me greatly. It talked crazy talk about a future where man and machine would be one. Worse, it talked about us, the Desert Rangers, specifically. It said it was coming for us.
Alright, happy to be given the opportunity, sir. Are you sure we're ready?
Yeah, I know. You've hardly found your feet with us, and here I am sending you on a mission that already got 1 Ranger killed. Well, I wish I had another option, but the Desert Rangers are spread a little thin right now. Ranger teams Abel and Charlie are out west trying to stop a range war out there from becoming straight-up genocide. And Team Baker is up north looking for a way through the radiation that's cut us off from Vegas. I'm afraid the next generation is going to have to lead the charge on this one.
What's the mission, sir?
The mission is this. Search the area where Ace's body was found, and do your best to recover his logbook and the repeater units. Then call in your report. If you find the repeaters, I may send you on to finish his mission. Ace's death must be avenged, and it will be. But finding the signal he died trying to track down is just as important. Besides, I got the sneaking suspicion that when you find the one, you'll find the other.
Alright, where's the area?
It's about a day's walk east from here. I'll mark it on your map.
Thank you, sir. There we go. We're here, Ranger Citadel and Radio Tower.
There you go.
Thank you.
Good luck out there, recruits.
Alright, let's get this thing going. So, we already can get a shovel, and with the shovel now we can actually have the option to dig. Here lies Ace, born a man, died a desert ranger. And so, yeah, people, this is the game. Trust me, it looks a lot better than the original version. And it is very atmospheric. I don't usually play these games that are overhead like this, but this was an exception as it got such high praise. And again, this guy doesn't have voice acting, but a lot more characters do than the original. If you talk to him, you can actually try and get in, but we won't do that. Here's the barter for the Rangers. Kind of older woman. Well, hello, recruits. Welcome to Sova's Sunrays. Happy to trade whenever you like. An honor to make your acquaintance. Always nice to meet new faces around here, and a pleasure to make sure they have everything they need before they head out into the big, bad world. Nice to meet you too, Sovek. What's your story? Oh, it's not so interesting. I grew up in a village near here, but I was already a grandmother twice over when the Desert Rangers moved into the Citadel. I saw how much good the Rangers were doing, and I wasn't up to much when my children moved to other villages to start their own families. It was a little unconventional for an old lady to go through basic training, but I pulled my weight and earned my star. I may not be too useful in forward operations, but I got a lot of experience keeping people well fed and well clothed, and I can run a drill press with the best of them. So General Vargas has me help Sergeant Melson run the supply, and I help Captain Mercaptain in a workshop now and then again. So you can outfit us. Well, with the essentials as tough to find as they are, I can just give them away for free. Believe me, I wish I could. But we keep our prices as close to cost as we can for our rangers. You can stop by for the basics whenever you're in the area. And once you get kind clearance to enter the Citadel, you get access to some of more valuable goodies. You have to talk to Sergeant Malson about that when you get inside. So, on purpose, I actually chose to have the clothes of our characters a little bit more basic to where we can really outfit them with stuff we find. I realize it's not too realistic to where we are rangers and we should have some military gear, but that is alright. Again, we have some different backpacks. I have a pretty big backpack.
Hey, Echo 1. Mind picking up that can over there for me? Think there's some water in there.
So that, what he said originally, was not voice acted, but again, they've added that, so that's a great little detail.
He headbutted you right in the butt.
So yeah.
Did you actually think I was serious about wanting that can? I just wanted the goat to hit you in the ass.
Oh, he's not a very nice guy. We can actually check the weapons that we got. So I have a knife. Shiraki has a regular rifle. Jade has a sniper. An M2. Oh, of course it's heavy. I thought I gave him shotgun, but of course I gave him heavy. Alright people, so I actually increased the audio by a pretty large margin, so hopefully that will be a little bit better. Oh yeah, one thing we need to do first is we need to have the shovel on the quick menu, and now we can actually dig this out. Now a lot of people compare this to the follow-up of Fallout 2, because a lot of people don't know that Fallout used to be a game in this perspective. Of course, we got Fallout 3, Fallout New Vegas, but in a lot of ways they were very different from the Fallout games how they used to be. And this one definitely is more like that. Yeah, we get just some scraps that we can sell. Sorry, can't talk right now. Gotta clean up this graffiti. It says law. Some raiders or something might have done that. I don't know. What do we got here? Locked. Do we have somebody with a lockpick? Oh. Never mind. I will not lockpick anything over here. Let's actually dig this out too. Now you can actually get the shovel in the original as well, but I don't remember doing this. Actually, I played the original also for about like half an hour or something, just to kind of test it out and compare things. Because usually the upgraded version is the better, but it happens now and then. Silent Hill 2 is a good example. Fable, where the upgraded version is actually the lesser of the two. Oh. Huh. What can I do with that though? It's a trinket. I see. Where can I do the trinket? Head, trinket. Trinkets. There we go. So now we actually have Animal Whisperer 2. Wherever that is. Oh, here. 2. Yep. Excellent.
God damn it, Ace. Sorry about the waterworks. I'm still pretty broke up over Ace. I'm Angie. You kids must be the new recruits old Vargas trained up. Lord, y'all just babies.
One thing that's very cool about this is that you can actually type in a word and it will actually respond to that. So for example, I can actually type in Ace, what it says down there, and my character will ask about him.
They all hurt, but this one... Man, Ace wasn't even a ranger. Not at first. He worked as a driver and mechanic for Fair and Brygo up in Vegas. When Base Cochise started sending its death machines into the desert, Brygo sent Ace south to recruit robot fighters. We met him in Quartz. He'd pissed somebody off out there and they'd locked him up. We sorted that out, and he started running with us, helping us fight Cochise, and never stopped. Vargas eventually gave him the uniform and the hat, but I don't think he ever formally signed on. He was just always there. And now he's... God damn it, Ace. I knew this one was trouble, I knew it.
Why?
He was working on the same thing Vargas has you working on. Trying to track down radio signals from beyond the edges of the map. All seemed a bit boring and scientific to me. But then Ace started saying he thought someone was following him. I asked him to let me come with him when I met him at Rail Nomads to give him the repeater units. But he told me to go back to base. He said he was just jumping at shadows because those radio broadcasts had spooked him. I should have gone with him. Why didn't I go with him?
Have you heard any of these strange broadcasts?
Ace played me some of them before he died. Hard to make out a lot of it, but what I heard made my hair stand on end. Some guy talking about turning men into machines. Or machines into men, or some shit. But the crazy thing was, then he starts talking about us, the Rangers. Saying we're the cause of all the trouble in the world, and we need to be wiped out so his glorious future can be born. I mean, who is this guy? Where is he? What the fuck does he have against us?
Know anything more about those repeater units?
I don't really know the details. It's all a bunch of mumbo-jumbo about transmitters and north-south axis and signals bouncing off the clouds. Ask Woodson about it. He's our radio genius.
Who's Woodson?
Radio technician Wade Woodson? Sure do. He's the guy that makes sure you can hear Vargas when you're out on patrol. Keeps the machines running and the signal clear. He'll also talk your ear off about circuits and frequencies and I don't know what else if you let him. But be nice to him. He's your lifeline to the base.
Alright.
Say, listen. Vargas asked you to look into Ace's death because he thought I was too upset to be professional about it. He didn't want me going off half-cocked and shooting up all of Arizona looking for his killer.
You can hear the
I've
original
gotta find
audio
this guy.
from the game.
Ace and me, well, we've been fighting side by side for nigh on 20 years. I'm not letting him die unavenged. So, well, I know it's going against orders, but if you let me tag along and be in at the kill, well, I'll help you find your feet out there. Maybe give you a few pointers along the way. I may be old and slow, but I know the wastes like the back of my hand. What do you say?
Sure. So now she joins us. So now we actually have 5 units. And actually, I don't know if this is like...
No need to tell Vargas why I joined you. If anybody asks, I'm just helping you get oriented, all right?
Alright. If this is an indicator of how far, so maybe you can actually get up to 6 or maybe even 7 companions in a team. I know that, like, you know, companions can die and you can lose them, kind of like XCOM, and you will meet more and more. Again, with the Animal Whisperer, I would not be surprised if you would, like, meet a dog or something, and a dog could join your group as well. Yeah, let's enter the Wasteland. So, now we are here on the,
Ranger Team Echo, this is Ranger Command. Come in.
copy.
Roger, Echo 1. Just making sure your radio is working. I'll be your dispatcher from here on out. I also wanted to give you a little heads up on your water situation. If you've all got full canteens, you should have enough water to reach the place where Ace died with plenty to spare. But if you're going to go exploring, you'll want to fill up again at any oasis you can find.
Any oasis. Got a boss.
Remember, your main priority is to recover the repeater units Ace was carrying. Once you've got the devices, you'll be headed to Ag Center and High Pool to install them. But we'll talk about that after you acquire the repeaters. We must, of course, bring Ace's killers to justice. But right now, that's secondary to discovering the location of that signal.
Roger that. This is actually what I find really cool about this game, is that it actually has some questions. Usually in like Mass Effect or something, I exhaust all dialogue options. Kind of also because it's not that clear on what your character will say. But this, it's very, like roleplay wise, it doesn't make sense for my character to for example, ask the death girl Angela, when she was, you know, sobbing and sad about Ace, to, you know, oh hey, tell me about quartz, you know. So it actually is a game where I don't exhaust all dialogue options, and it actually feels kind of refreshing and more like a role-playing game.
10-4 Echo 1, carry on. Ranger command out.
So there's two types we can do this. So we can actually view the map and select it and then travel over there, or we can do it manually. Now I actually already know the way. Now you can go normal speed or fast, and I don't, for example, know. I would assume that if you go fast, that you will increase the chance that you get attacked along the way. Here our Geiger meter actually picks up some radiation. Here we got an oasis, so we have found fill all squads canteens. Yes. Here you can actually see our water. We have 60. Once the water runs out, your characters will take damage over time. And we cannot currently go there unless we are well equipped for that. There we go. Let's head to the radio tower. Citadel base, this is Echo 1.
Roger that, Echo 1. When you reach the area where Ace's body was found, give it a good going over. The folks that picked him up said it looked like he crawled there. Maybe you can find some tracks leading to where he was attacked. Copy?
Oh yeah, and now it explains about how you can like do that, so I will do copy. Oops. Copy.
10-4 Echo 1, and check in immediately with any new info. Those repeater units are a top priority. Ranger command out.
Oh, there's blood splatters. Red patches of blood. Yep. What do we have here? It's Ace Ranger Star.
Jesus. That's Ace's star. How did it end up way the hell over here?
Now again, this is because I did play this part before, so with perception that actually blinks, but since our perception is not that high, we actually needed to get closer for it to actually blink. Who do we have here?
If you want to play in our backyard, you gotta pay. 15 scrap, or we'll break your faces. And my dog will eat your corpses.
Again, same thing as issued before, where this guy was not voiced in the original game. So I think they've added about 8,000 new lines or new words of spoken dialogue, so that's great. So here we can just play, or we can do this smart ass. Now what's really cool is that whenever I choose, for example, the kiss ass or hard ass, it will automatically switch to the character that has the highest skill. So here you can see that Angela actually has the highest hard ass. She's a bad bitch. So since Angela actually takes kind of over for us, she will answer, sure, let's do this. And after we're done kicking your asses, we're gonna eat what's left of your dog.
You're insane. What the hell is wrong with you? Just go on through, you sick bastard.
Now, it has to be said that the voice acting for that character is not that great. He doesn't really sound like a crazed lunatic or something, but still, it is better than having no voice acting at all. So again, these are all the bandits, and if we didn't do the dialogue option, we would have to fight them. wires. Splattered with blood, this console is connected to the radio tower. Transmitter with a cobbled together collection of wires. Ooh, what is this?